everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I don't have any makeup on, which means I'm gonna sit down and talk everyone through my makeup routine, my everyday routine. So I have already went ahead and done my eyebrows due to them taking so long, but I will tell you what I used. So I used the Morphe 15 Day Slayer palette, and this is quite a used palette because I use it all the time, but I use this dark brownie shade here. I would say it's so used because I use it all the time. And then I just used, to carve them out, the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and mine's in the shade Porcelain. Such a good concealer, and I always just use the tip of the concealer just to carve them. I find it so much easier and faster. So yeah, this concealer is so good. I got mine off Beauty Bay, but I think you can get it on Cult Beauty as well as Beauty Bay. So yeah, definitely a good concealer. I think it's really affordable as well. I think it was only £6 maybe. I could be wrong. I will link it down below the price. And so yeah, I use this concealer to carve underneath, and I just use this little spoolie just to brush them up a bit because I quite like the brushed out brow effect. I think it looks really pretty. So yeah, I've done my brows. Now I'm going to take that same concealer again, and I'm just going to apply it on my lids as a base for the shadow that we will be applying. So it looks so crazy when you apply it. I'm just gonna find my little brush. I don't actually know where I put it. Here it is. So I'm just going to continue blending this into my eye until it's nice and blended. And then I think this is a deluxe crease brush from Real Techniques. Just buffs everything in. So I use this for powder as well as blending and concealer as well. So it's such a good little brush to use. And then to set that, I'm going to take my Revolution translucent baking powder. I love this powder, it's so good. I'm just going to pop it and then just set my lids with it. You need a lot of this powder because it's quite a good coverage. Yeah, just blend it out like that so you look a bit crazy. Once it is all nicely blended, your shadows will blend so nicely together as well. So now that's all blended, I'm going to take my little makeup bag and I'm going to take my primer. I don't always use primer, but for the purpose of this video I thought I would do a primer just to show you what I use. So I use a NYX Pore Filler. It's just such a good little primer. It comes out so weird, the consistency of it's so strange. But I put it on my nose, my cheeks, I just put it everywhere really. It makes my foundation apply so nice. It makes your skin look really flawless as well, like with no makeup on. On my forehead, I just put it in places where I get oily and shiny, so I'm just blending that mainly into my nose so it gets rid of all the pores. So yeah, now I have that. That is the NYX Pore Filler primer base. So now I'm going to go ahead and do my foundation. So I do my makeup in quite a weird order, but I find doing my brows first works better for me. Firstly, take the Revolution Conceal and Define foundation, and what I use this for is it matches my tan the most. So I'm just going to apply this all over first. So it comes out quite dark, but once you've mixed it in with a different foundation, it looks so nice. So for my everyday routine, I actually wear quite a bit of makeup, but not so that it looks too heavy or cakey. I do it so it still looks quite natural, but still looks really pretty. So now that I've applied that, I'm going to take some of the Milani Conceal and Perfect foundation that I mentioned in my other video. It's such a good foundation, so what I'm going to do is, this is quite lighter than the one we've just applied, but you can see it's quite light there on my hand. I'm just going to use my finger just to blend it in with that foundation. So my hands get so disgusting when I'm doing my makeup. I'm so messy with makeup as well. Once we've got that, I'm going to blend it out with my Expert Face Brush from Real Techniques, and I'm just going to blend it all in. And the coverage is so good, both these foundations mixed together. I love this little combination. Always blend down on your neck so it matches my tan. So I'm just going to take this everywhere. Under my eyes, some actually just dropped on the floor. Didn't mean for that to happen. But I do it in like a triangle shape under my eye. I think a lot of people do this method. I honestly love this concealer so much. And I take it down the sides of my nose just to make it look a bit smaller. And some on the sides of my cheekbones just to define them a bit more. I'm going to take my beauty blender and pat it all in. So I haven't really tried many other sponges than the Real Techniques ones, so if anyone has any recommendations of different beauty sponges that are really good, comment them down below. That would be so helpful for me. Most of the time I give up with the beauty blender and I just go ahead with my brush just to be a bit quicker. And the weather is actually so nice outside today, so once I've done this, I'm going to go and sunbathe. And then just pat it everywhere. I don't tend to take any on my forehead because I feel like when I put it on my forehead, it looks like I'm wearing a lot of makeup when I put it on my head. So what I do is I just don't focus on my head area, as I find it looks a bit cakey. So just further blend in. So it takes so long for me to do my base makeup, but I'm just gonna now go into cream contouring. So what I'm gonna use for this is, you're gonna think I'm so strange for this, but I use a liquid lipstick for my cream contour. It's so strange, I know, but I find it works well. So I use the Morphe liquid lipstick in the shade True Story. It's just such a dark shade that it works so good as contour. So I put it like a little line here. And then some on my nose. And then under my lip. And then I put a tiny little bit on my head. So like that. And then I'm going to take from my brush pile, I'm going to take this foundation and contour brush from Primark. It's actually a really good brush. And I'll use it to blend in all the contour. Just blends so much nicer. It works exactly the same as a contour. It kind of amazed me at first because I never used to do this. I've only recently been doing this, so I definitely love it. And I usually don't put it on my jawline because I don't want it to leave a really big harsh line. Okay, so now that we've blended all that cream contour in, I'm going to take my Revolution translucent powder again, and I'm just going to pat a little bit here and take my beauty blender, and now we're going to bake our face. And if you don't know what baking is, I think a lot of girls will know what baking is, but for those who don't know, you just apply the powder and anywhere that you want to set, and you leave it underneath your eyes for a certain amount of time so it soaks into your skin nicely. So I always put it on underneath my eyes, on my chin, so everywhere that I apply the concealer, and down my nose. And under where I'll put the concealer under the contour, and then everywhere else really. Now that we look crazy with all the powder on our face, I'm going to do my bronzer. So I use the Collection Contour Kit Highlight and Sculpt palette, and I've hit pan so much on the bronzer side, as I use it every day. Hardly got any left, but just using what's left of it. I'm just taking, I have no idea what this brush is, but it's from Morphe. I always use Morphe products. Their brushes are amazing as well. I've ordered a Morphe bronzer, so I'm excited for that to come. I think it's the Brontor that I've ordered, if anyone's heard of that. I do like a lot of bronzer, as you can see. Okay, so now that we've done bronzer, I'm going to take this end of the beauty blender and take some of that powder again. And gonna go underneath to sharpen up the contour. I never used to do this either. I've started doing quite a new different techniques in my makeup look. So now I'm going to take this blush brush and I'm going to just pat away all that powder underneath my eyes. And on my chin. Just let that set underneath for a little bit longer. I'm going to use this Jaclyn Hill Ring the Alarm palette. I have already started to do this, I completely forgot I was filming. This is the Morphe Ring the Alarm palette from Jaclyn Hill. I'm going to take a brush. I mentioned this in my last video. If you watched that, if you didn't, you should go watch it. But I'm just going to place this all around my lid, but not so it looks really harsh, because we'll be blending it out with a different brush as well. And this is a Morphe brush as well. It's like a tapered blending brush. And I'm just placing it all around my crease. If you're wondering where I'm looking, I've got a mirror right here, so I'm just looking in this mirror. So yet again, I don't know what brush this is. All I know is that it's from Primark. Primark brushes are actually really good. They could literally be a Morphe dupe. As you can just tell, I just love Morphe. But I'm just blending this all in. Once I have that, I'm going to take this Urban Decay brush. This came in the Naked Heat palette. I haven't actually touched that in a while. I should do a look with that. So now I'm going to take the Urban Decay Born to Run palette again. I'm going to take the shade Riff, and I'm going to take this end of the brush, so this little end here. So I'm just taking this around my crease, and this might seem like really a lot of makeup for every day, but I kind of just switch up my makeup every day. So some days I like a lot, some days I go ham on the eyeshadow. But today I'm going to keep it just quite simple, still really pretty. So I'm just going to go in with that blendy brush from Morphe again. And just blend everything in. So now I'm going to go back in with Ring the Alarm palette. I'm going to take this little end of the Urban Decay brush and spray it. And I'm going to take the shade Lolly. I'm going to be a bit different and take this in my inner corner. I'm just continuing taking the shade Lolly, and I'm going to place it in my inner corner. This is something I wouldn't ever do, but I feel like having to pop a colour in my inner corner today. Okay, so now that I have that, I'm going to do my lower lash line. So you can see I haven't done much eyeshadow at all. So I'm going to take Rush, again, that orange shade, just go underneath my eye. And then just blend it out underneath so it doesn't look extremely harsh. Like that. So now I'm going to do a winged liner, but just a tiny little thin line across my lash line. So it takes me 2 seconds to do my eyeliner. I don't know about anyone else, but literally just a thin line across my lash line. So like that, and I'm just gonna do the same on the other side. So now that I've done my eyeliner, I'm gonna take my lash curlers. I got these from Primark, but you can literally get lash curlers from anywhere. I love curling my eyelashes before I do mascara, so I'm actually not going to apply a lot of mascara a day because I'm going to put some lashes on. So I'm just going to do my mascara quickly. So I'm using the Barry M Extra Volume Black Mascara, Showgirl, I think. So I'm just going to literally put the tiniest bit, and I make the funniest faces doing my mascara. So do just a tiny bit because we are going to blend the lashes in. Okay, so now for my lashes, I'm going to use all my lash, and you can get these off Pretty Little Thing. They are so pretty. I have trimmed them to my eye shape because I've worn them quite a few times now, but these are what they look like. They are so pretty. They're very wispy and fluttery when you put them on, so I'm just going to quickly put these on and I'll come back. Okay, so now that we've applied the lashes, you can see they are really long and wispy. So now I'm going to go on with my lips. So I'm going to take the same lip liner that I used in my last video, like that I mentioned. It's Maybelline New York Colour Essential in the shade Almond Rose. And I'm just going to lightly apply this all around my lips. Like that, so nothing too dramatic. But now we're going to apply, I think I actually will try and use a liquid lipstick, so I might use Toned from Morphe, which is like a nudie pink shade. So I'm just gonna, so now that we've applied Toned from Morphe, I'm now gonna go in with my Rimmel Oh My Gloss in the shade Brilliant, and I'm just gonna apply this everywhere on my lips because I love gloss. I'm actually running out. I need some more. I love a glossy lip. I don't know about anyone else, but gloss just complete your look. So now we're all done. So now I'm just gonna blend everything in, maybe add a little bit more bronzer just to tie everything together. So this is the finished look. So it's basically just like a warm burnt orange kind of look with some wispy lashes. But yeah, that's all the makeup complete. So I really hope you enjoy this video, and I'm so excited to make many more like future makeup videos. So if there's anything that you'd like me to do, please put it in the comment section and that would be so helpful. So yeah, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Bye.